And we're recording.
This is Storms with Table 1, Period 3. Did you know that
Sorry. Nope.
Did you know that 2,000 thunderstorms are occurring around the world at any given moment? And that some thunderstorms are capable of producing hail the size of a baseball. But to enable for thunderstorms to form, there are three conditions that happen. One, there must be an abundant source of moisture in the lower layers of the atmosphere. Some mechanism was to lift the air so that the moisture can condense and release latent heat. And three, the portion of the atmosphere through which the cloud goes must be unstable. And if the three conditions succeed, the air will keep rising, causing more moisture to condense and creating more latent heat. This process will continue until the rising air meets an unstable air, a stable air that it cannot overcome, or the rate of the condensation becomes unstable. In thunderstorms, there's a cumulus stage, mature stage, and a dissipation stage. In the cumulus stage, the air starts to rise nearly vertically upward. In the mature stage, the precipitation in a thunderstorm is composed of water droplets that form at a high and cool levels of the atmosphere. And in the dissipation stage, the storm loses energy.
All thunderstorms are not created equal. Some die out within minutes, while others last whole nights. Updrafts and downdrafts intensifies as instability of air increases. Lightning is electricity caused by the rapid rush of air in a cumulonimbus cloud. Lightning bolts heat surrounding air to 30,000 degrees Celsius. Thunder is the sound you hear when superheated air rapidly expands and contracts. Downbursts are concentrated downdrafts in a local area. Downbursts are further classified as macrobursts and microbursts. Hail is precipitation in the form of balls of ice. Almost $1 billion in damages each year. When a storm dumps its rain in a limited location, floods can occur. Floods occur when rain falls faster than the ground can absorb it. Tornadoes are violent, whirling columns of air in contact with the ground. Tornadoes are classified according to their destructive force. The Fujita Tornado Intensity Scale ranks tornadoes according to their path of destruction. F0 being the weakest and F5 the strongest. Tornadoes can form at any time, any place, but most tornadoes form during the spring. In the U.S., an average of 80 deaths and 1,500 injuries result from tornadoes each year.
During the summer and fall, the tropics are home to large, rotating, low-pressure storms known as tropical cyclones. Tropical cyclones thrive on the energy in warm tropical oceans. As the water evaporates from the ocean, latent heat is stored, which is later released when the air and water condenses into clouds and rain. More energy is released. As more energy is released, the rising air creates an area of low pressure at the ocean surface. As more warm air moves towards the center to replace the air that has risen, the Coriolis effect causes moving air to turn in counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere. This produces the rotation of a tropical cyclone. Like all storms, tropical cyclones move according to the wind currents that steer them. These cyclones are often swept up in the circulation of a high-pressure storm system. They move steadily towards the west, reaching the far edges of the high-pressure system, where they are then guided by prevailing westerlies. When a tropical storm's winds reach 120 kilomiles per hour, the storm is officially a hurricane. When winds reach this speed, it also develops an eye, the calm center of the storm. A hurricane will last until it can no longer produce energy to sustain itself.
An individual thunderstorm can unleash enough rain to produce floods and hurricanes. One of the most extreme droughts occurred during the 1930s in central U.S. An unpleasant side effect of droughts can come in form of heat waves. Heat waves are extended periods of above normal temperatures. Heat waves can be formed by the same high-pressure system that cause droughts. The flip side of heat wave is a cold wave. Cold waves is an extended period of below normal temperatures and are caused by systems of continental, polar, or Arctic origins.